are ringing. Christmas isn't the only thing to celebrate this week. The thing gets hitched in my pick of the week, Fantastic Four #5. No bait and switch, no hoax, no scrolls. Marvel promises the real deal. The relationship between Alicia Masters and the Thing is almost as old as the book itself. This wedding is decades in the making, featuring not only the wedding itself, but additional stories, including their untold courtship and a bachelor party that only the Human Torch can throw. There's also a special tribute to the late Stan Lee appearing in this issue. I'm going to have a ton of variants for this issue, so make sure you let me know which ones you want, and join us for this special celebration in the Mighty Marvel manner. It's such a light week, and I'm sure you're all loaded up with new stuff, so we're going to skip the stands and new merch this week. Thanks for another great year here at the shop. We look forward to 2019 and all the great comics it will bring. And now, please enjoy our annual holiday special of extended bloopers and outtakes. I don't know the words.
That's it. I'm going to the chapel and I'm going to get married. Yeah, let me fix this flat. There we go. Action.
Go into the chapel and I'm... That sounds terrible. I have a terrible singing voice.
That's the point.
Okay.
Of course you know I'm going to wife that.
No, that's rough. We'll get in trouble for that.
Okay. And then it was my favorite is the wife. Oh, so much rich guys really like that.
I can make the dice roll.
Yeah, there you go. Do that.
On this week's episode, roll for ignition.
Ignition? Ignition. You said ignition.
What is
Initiative.
it? Initiative.
Amazon age.
Yeah, it's just people I've noticed, even I've noticed walking around at Kroger's and hearing people talk. People no longer understand being out of something. Like being sold out of something is that's like a foreign concept now. Their 30s, right? I mean, she had to have been old enough to know who he was. So she walks over here and she's like, "Oh, cool, look, a plush anteater." And everyone in the store, there are 4 or 5 other people with her, and everyone in the store, it was 2 couples, and they all look at each other like, does she not know who that is? And then I guess her husband or something goes, he goes, say that again? And she goes, "This anteater." She's like, "This is really cool." And they go, I mean, you could see that they all waited to see if she did it. They were like, he was like, do you know who that is?" Her husband goes, and she goes, "No, I just thought it was an anteater." And they were like, and we all just started laughing, and then she's like, "What's so funny?" And she's like, "Is this some dumb character from one of those shows?"
From his own show?
And then the woman was like, "You're older than me. You have to know who that is." And she's like, "I don't know who that is." And she's like, "What's so funny? Why is everyone laughing at me?" And they go, "That's Alf." And she's like, I don't know who Alf is.
Gordon Shumway?
Yeah, and they were like, and her husband was like, "God, really?" And he's like, "You don't remember this? This character was like for 4
Are they
years?"
bringing Alf back?
Yeah, and she was
doing
like,
an Alf reboot or something.
He was like, "How have you lived for 35 years and you don't know who Alf is? How have you missed this complete social hurt thing?" She's like, "I've never seen this thing before in my life." He was like, "It was like you grew up in the 80s." He's like, and then he was like, it was funny. Everybody was kind of making fun of her. She's like, I just thought it was an anteater."
Someone is hunting the sewer-dwelling mutants for sport.
Someone is hunting the mutant-dwelling. Someone is hunting the mutant
sewer-dwelling.
This is Deadpool at conventions got into Rick and Morty. You know, it was funny the first time you saw a person dressed as Deadpool at a convention. You're like, "Oh, that's funny. You're acting like Deadpool too. That's clever."
It's just like, oh, now.
But then after the 15th time you've had someone walk by your booth and act like a complete.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
It's like he left the book because he didn't want Norman Osborn to be
the Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin.
Okay.
Originally, there was another story arc planned for Norman Osborn.
What was it?
Well, like they introduced Harry. Harry and Gwen are both introduced in 31. Mm-hmm. And they slowly started, they were going to roll out like a Spider-Man supporting cast for Peter going to college. Mm-hmm. And they had all these new characters they were going to introduce, and Peter was going to go work for Norman. And Norman was going to kind of be like he was going to lead to the Kingpin's introduction. And they fell out about it, and Stan Lee wanted Norman Osborn, wanted the Green Goblin to be a big-time character. Steve Ditko wanted him to be when he flipped the mask off, he didn't want to know who he was. Like, he wanted it to be like an average Joe person. But they had already done that storyline with the Crime Master, and Stan Lee was just like, "That's stupid. We pulled the Crime Master's mask off, and it was like a random criminal." And Stan Lee was like, "That's like the same story." And Ditko's like, "Yeah, but we can, you know, whatever, make him a bigger deal down the road." And Stan Lee was like, "Yeah, we did that story." He's like, "I want it to be somebody like big."
Yeah. And it has some impact when you pull the mask. It went some
impact to have that, and then Ditko was like, "Well, you can just do it yourself." He left the book.
Let's and you have that one, you said?
Yeah, that's the last issue.
Okay, let's work this all together then.
Okay.
So, take 3.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
Yeah.
You can moonwalk into your life.
Yeah. That you get haircuts. I never realized that was a thing that you did actually do.
No, you can go through all the videos and check out my haircut.
Actually, I do. Yeah, one day I think I'm gonna go through every video and like grab a still and then put them together as like a timeline.
The best ones are the ones where I just go down the street and I get whoever to cut my hair, who like, you know, is in between whatever, you know, whiskey break they're on.
Walk into the first supercuts you see.
Yeah. The one time when the girl cut I was like, "Yeah, you know, just like cut my hair and blah, blah, blah." And I told her what to do. And she took the razor and she didn't know what she was doing. And she whacked a big thing out of the back of my neck. And I was like, "Oh my God, what did you just do that?"
Oh, like flesh.
Yeah, like she just took a big chunk out of my neck. And she was like, "Oh my God, sorry, this is like my second day." And I was like, "Well, they teach you at beauty school not to whack someone's neck?" She's like, "Beauty school?" I was like, "What the This is like literally your 3rd day of cutting hair?" And then the woman turned around who was in the seat next to her. She's like, "Oh, holy shit, you haven't been to beauty school?" And she's like, "No, they showed up and told me I could just cut people's hair." And the woman was like, "F***ing for real? You're not like joking?" She's like, "No, I don't know how to do this." She's like, "I've just been cutting people's hair."
You have to like literally be licensed.
And like, the woman was like, "Holy shit, I'm so sorry." She's like, I'm gonna go talk to her outside. And she like fired her, and then she came back. She's like, "I will cut your hair. I'm so sorry, you'll be free." I'm like, "Holy shit, that girl had no experience." I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, in my head, I was like, she got turned down at Baskin Robbins and walked in and was like, "Yeah, I cut people's hair."
I'm out. Cutting out. See you, man. Yeah.
There is no such thing as dinosaurs, much less dinosaurs that turn into men.
Much less no dinosaur robots.
There's no dinosaur robot turning into men. You turn that show right off. You told me to pivot my leg, and I thought you meant to look at this.
I'm sorry, I wanted you to face this, but I still wanted you looking at the camera.
Okay, damn it.
Sorry, Jewett. That's good.
Let me go ahead and close up, Jewett.
Yep.
What's with this, like, United States Marine you got going on here?
Yeah. Okay, so I went. Okay, so
you look like you're heading off to f***ing boot camp.
So get this. I have never had my hair cut by a guy until last Thursday.
You sexist,
right? Yeah. So I went, and because I was really cheap, and I was like, man, I just want to get my hair cut. I don't want to pay a f***ing fortune for my haircut. So I go into this barber shop in Richmond, and he had all these comic book posters and stuff all over the wall. I was like, man, that's really cool. So I sat down, and he's like, hey, so he's like, how do you want your haircut? Because it looked like a mad scientist haircut if you watched the video over the last couple weeks. And I was like,
you've been looking a bit shaggy.
And I was like, man, well, I don't really know. I was like, and he was like, well, he was like, okay, well, you need to tell me a haircut. And I was like, I don't know, man, like shorter on the sides and, you know, pretty short on the top. And he was like that dude's haircut? And I didn't even really look or pay attention. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So he
Classic
just
Jewett.
And he's like, he just sits there and he's like, well, how short?
A story that is not surprising to me.
He's like, you have to tell me a little bit more about this, man. He's like, you can't just tell me this. He's like, because I'll just shave your head.
So I want you to.
Most people now shoot videos and they don't show their hands. They're like, hello, this is this video about this item, and then the item will like scroll up on the screen.
I like you talking with your hands, but I don't think you need to do the same movement with every sentence.
Yeah, I know.
So remember on the poster, but I'll go.
Yeah, it's on the door. Brent gave me that poster.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was, he said that hung in the Funimation studio.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
And now it's what we try to avoid peeing on. And you won't be safe until I find Anonymous. I think I understand, Top Dog, but Sniff. Listen, Joey. I just can't let anything happen to the people I love most. Sniff. Okay, Top Dog. Hey, kid. You know that picture of us you have in your room? I think I'd like to take it with me. I'll be right back. Go. I'd better go now before I can't go. Harry, listen to that cute little dog. It sounds as if he's crying. Yep, Snip, yep. Top Dog. Top Dog. Top Dog. I'll never forget about you.
That's how it ends?
Yes, this is how this book ends.
That is so sad.
Brutal, man.
Brutal. This Mad Ball book looks cool. You've got the audio and stuff on, right? We don't shoot this twice.
That's what I was just checking to make sure this. Like last week it was on, it just came unplugged, so I'm just making sure it feels like it's in there. So just sort of remember this one here, and then I just need you to walk completely out of frame. So walk all the way over here. Like further. You need to be out. I can still see you. I'll go this way. Like you can take real full steps. You don't have to baby shuffle. Okay. So I just need the store empty. I just need a shot of the store empty for a second. Okay, now walk back over to your spot. Okay, now start with your wand up, and then go ahead and take a little bit. Come forward, just a little bit. I don't want you to bang the magic wand on the shelf when you land. No. God damn it.
Yes. Hey guys.
Hey.
What's happening?
You could consistently do a British accent through the whole video. Do you want to try it? Because we got to redo the intro.
No.
Okay.
Came to buy toothpaste and soap and Tide.
I love your impressions. Alright, so just thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, and I'll see you on Wednesday.